Going live. And we're live. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being the first one in this morning. L. Bay, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Donna Davis is in the building. Rosalind Smichael is here. Tracy Chin, Virtuous Fire, is in the building. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards, school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, garbage truck drivers. Shout out to the garbage collectors. Shout out to chefs in the kitchen, secretaries in the offices. Shout out to the payroll attendees. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wish good for others as much as you wish good for yourself. Regardless of whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Friday morning. Today is January 21st, 2025, and we're happy to be here. Whenever I bring myself come here enough, the Most High preserved us to be here. So we're glad that we were chosen to be preserved, to be here to see this day. And we're here, and we're feeling good and upful and thankful about it as well. Yes, so we start out this morning giving thanks and praises to the Most High. First of all right, feeling good. Days like this, it's the end of the week, so you already know how it go already. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Every time I go to say it's the freak, every time I go to say that now, I remember this one sister who says she works in nursing. And she said, SouFLo, every Friday morning, I just summer shift run. So usually I have the volume up, I'm at the nurses station, or I do my rounds in the facility. And then here you come with this, it's the freaking weekend. She said she have to run with her phone and try to turn me down. So that's why I hesitated just now, because I remember her saying that. But shout out to everybody out here this morning, man. We feeling good. Regardless of what's going on, just know, say, you have to keep going on. All right? That's a good one. Let's put that on a t-shirt. Regardless of what is going on, just know that you have to keep going on. We're not coming for lay down and dead. So we'll survive every and anything, God willing. See? All right. Let me see what's on the menu on the agenda this morning for us to talk about. Let me see. Birthright citizenship order was blocked by a federal judge. Everybody knows that the whole immigration thing and Donald Trump's doing what he's doing, because it's all new to us. It's the second round of Trump, but it's new to us. So everything is trending. So, some of you get bored easily and you're like, oh God, let me hear some other topic now, kind of thing. We're gonna go through this until we exhaust it, which it's gonna run its 9-day course, and then after that, everybody is gonna pretty much be like, okay, it is what it is. Yeah, let's change topic now. But until the 9-day course is ran, this is where we're at. A fresh news, January 24th, SouFLo, LOL. What did I say? Tracy Chin, a woman did say. Lovely Aneka. What a way you in a good mood this morning. I saw. Oi, in a good mood this morning, because I'm definitely ending this live early and the two picnic them will be out the house. So just for make you know, say. And Jet, we miss you. Jet Shelley in the building. Message from Jet. She misses us so much. Jet Shelley, I saw Jet Shelley in here not too long ago. Hold on there. Today's the 21st. Today is January 24th, 2025. Why on us? I missed the 21st? Oh, my bad. I misspoke. Today is the 24th of January 2025. I'll take that back. I get confused, tongue-tied, I don't know. My bad. Today is the 24th of January 2025. All right. 2024, yeah, okay. All right, 2024, 2025, the 5th, whatever. Today is the 24th of January, 2025. Thanks for the correction. SouFlo, your first video is double voice. Can't hear it clearly. BM, thank you for that. Wifey just walked in the house and told me the same thing, that somebody alerted her to that. So I went over there and I privated the video. So the video is not playing again. And as soon as I'm done with this live, I'm going to take off the double edit and put the latest update to it on there and then re-release it to the channel. All right. So for those of you who are watching that video this morning with the double voiceover, I'll get rid of it and I'll fix it when we're done with this. It's current and relevant information, good for discussion, Trini Elbay says. All right. Thank you, Trini Elbay. Absolutely. Who else now? Dr. Michelle, thank you for being here. We appreciate you greatly. It says, welcome to SouFLoTV Live exclusive. Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse in the building. Big up yourself, bro. Thank you for being here as well. Where do we start? I think I wanted to start off with, so there's a Haitian gangster who got caught in the ICE raids. By the way, I don't know if y'all seen the ICE raids videos. Fox News went on a ride out with them. You know when journalists ride along with police officers and law enforcement personnel and whatever, and they get a first-hand look at these raids going down, the arrests, these things. All right. Fox News got a ride along yesterday, and they conducted buku amount of immigration raids, and they were going in pretty much everywhere, dragging people out. And I think yesterday they got like 300 and something persons. Some people are saying that some of those people are citizens and some are legal permanent residents with green cards. They just didn't have their documentation on them. So I reiterate again, we are in that era. We are in that time. Walk around with some form of identification on you, please. Because although you might be able to clear yourself, let's avoid that extra piece of them carry a gun down a one place and one part, and now you have to call your family members, but dig in my purse in the back of the room and try to see if you can find me. Just make sure you have something on you that says who you are. Them a draw with everybody. Everybody is questionable. I can't imagine if ICE run up on me and you know, big Jamaican flag just everywhere. You know, you can't hide the accent too good. Them draw your gun with them. Them draw your gun with them, even though you're legally, legitimately a citizen, etc. So let's avoid all that. In New Jersey, they arrest someone that was a citizen and served in the military. I kid you not. Here it is at the top of my list. See there? So we're on the same page. Oh, who just said that? Rampin Wonderland. Rampin Wonderland, big up yourself. But there it is. Military veteran detained in immigration raid. I saw it. I saw it and I wrote it down and I saved the story for myself because I am a military veteran. And, you know, but there's another story that I was reading this morning. A military veteran who was deported. He came here a long time ago and he served a good while in the military and he got out and he owned a trucking company. His trucking company was doing good. His wife went to school. She became a nurse, I think. And they were living the life. Buy a nice house in Virginia, close to a military base, all this other stuff. One of his brethren that he knew that's also a Jamaican that he met in the military. Because that's how we do in our military, you know. Every which part we go, we find with people them, right? And I'm telling you right now, man, Jamaica is such a small island. Y'all don't have the if you're not somebody who is well traveled, you have no idea. We are everywhere and we have a community everywhere. This is no joking. So I'm over there in Europe and, you know, different places where I go and where I see different communities. This is how we link up. This guy was doing no different. So he linked up with, you know, the Jamaican them in a theme on his base in his sector and they became good friends, right? Because it bring that home feeling to you when you can talk about yard and you can chat like this in a patois, you know, if you round up your words and be perfect at everything in your speech, you know. It brings you closer to home kind of thing. Anyway, him and a brother became really good friends. And then he left the military to go start a different life, of course, outside of the military. And this brother stayed in. Couple of years passed, him running to the brother and see him. And the brother and him a talk, and old friends meet back again. Yo, blood, yo, what go on, so and so, right? One thing led to another. This brother said to him, hey, I have two packages, I have some packages that's coming, but I don't want them delivered on post because he was staying on post. So if you could deliver them, could I have them delivered to your address and I'll just come pick them up or you drop them off on post for me. So he thought nothing of it. As an ex-military individual. So he was like, I'm sure you're not into anything. Yeah, me, no problem, man. Send me house address here. Remember, I know them just buy house and all that. Send me house address here. He thought nothing of it. Well, the brother said this particular day he was rushing to work and him take up the package them. They came, he signed for them. Him take up the package them, load them in him car, and he's driving. He's like, on my way to work, I'll just slide by the base and drop them off to the brethren and keep going to work. Signed for it, collected them, put them in him car. On his way, he got pulled over by the feds. The feds were tracking the packages. The packages were filled with compressed marijuana, pounds and pounds of compressed marijuana in a couple packages. That led to him saying he didn't know. He tried to point out the guy who did it. For some reason, he said he never saw that friend again. And apparently the friend obviously never said, Ami, I'm sorry. So he had to hold the charge. Him hold the charge. They gave him some time. I think he did only a year and some change, or 13 months or 18 months or something like that him do. He got out. His wife waited for him. He said when he was so happy when him get out, him I promised him wife, said, I promise you nothing like this will ever happen again. I'm sorry for taking the family through this. They just link up with my brethren them and thinks that everything was good. It was an honest mistake, blah, blah, blah. And his life went on. And his life went on for a couple of years. His truck business started booming. They started living good. Money is coming in. He said we had a nice house. We had everything the American family could think of and a whole heap of money in the bank. And then one early morning, his door knocked. Boom, boom, boom. He went down to go answer the door, and it was ICE agents. They run up in his house. His wife comes running down the stairs. What's happening? What's happening? They handcuffed him. They took him. And that was the last of it. He got sent to Jamaica. But he was a proper military vet with straight papers that served and everything. So his story I saw yesterday, and I was going to do a completely different video on it, but I thought I would just talk about it now because it's a very interesting story. And I believe this is somebody who I tried to do his story before. And my phone ring one day. When pardon my language, my phone ring one day, I pick it up, my business phone, I pick it up. I'm here, hey, you dirty thinking bumbleclad, take down the fucking video where you just put up this morning about my nephew or about my son or about my son, some about one of those, nephew, son, uncle, something. And I'm like, on my phone, I said, who is this? Hello, hello, hello. All the hello me I saying, I try to calm the person down so they could tell me what video it was, who me I talk about, all this stuff. Me know you know. You always do them shit for views and likes. That suck. Your mother take down the blood clot video. Hey, my cousin won't say it to you, but me not afraid of you. Me say it to you. I said, lady, hey, what video are you talking about? She said, okay, pardon me. I start off wrong. That's like that. She said, pardon me, I start off wrong. But she breathe heavy, Pardon me, I start off wrong. But my angry man, my angry SouFLo, my angry because you have my family member up there and you talk all kind of something. I said, me I talk all kind of something. What video is it, please? Is the video about the guy that was deported to Jamaica and he was a military veteran. I said, what did you hear me say bad about your family member? The story is already public everywhere else. I took the story and I'm trying to bring some light to his plight. I didn't say nothing bad about him. Well, maybe I shouldn't cuss you out like that, but my family don't like it. And them feel like say I talk it's not helping him and you never say nothing good about him in the video or whatever. So and plus we have it in front of the court and we're working on it and blah blah blah. So take it down. And I went about because the video was running with views already. By the time I put up the video, thousands of views were already on it within a couple of hours. So I went about using a device that they have, a editing tool that YouTube gives to creators to block out the face of the individual so his face is not shown. One of the things that the family members were, then a next woman called me. He had about 3 or 4 female family members call me. Each one was more calmer and more reasoning than the one before. Till I got to like an elderly one, and the elderly one was like, listen, what we're concerned about is nobody in Jamaica knows that he's deported. And I know that it's published in a lot of places, but a lot of people watch your channel. Nobody knows him deported. And we don't want him go back there and people go start stigmatizing him and people might try hurt him or anything like that. Right now, the community that he's in, we have him there and we are help take care of him. So he's doing just fine and we're fighting his case, trying to get him back to his family on this side, but we don't want everybody there knowing. So me use the tool and block out him face. Them still bets about the video. So I removed the entire video. And I said, you know, his face is blocked out completely. Them say, yes, SouFLo, but you call him name and everything else like that. So, and the video did gone out there already. So I say, you know what? No problem. I'll take the video down completely. I took the video down at quite a few, almost 100,000 views on that video, and I took it down, you know, and just for peace sake. But I'm scrolling yesterday, doing some research on immigration and so on and so forth, and that's the same video that popped up, and it wasn't mine. It wasn't even a video. It was a whole article in a British paper that did a whole long story upon him. I mean, it was like a 30-minute read. They talk about from the days before him even meet him wife to his life in the military to how him end up. That's how I know the whole story now. I just catch it yesterday. I mean, I said, but me do that brother that story already, right? The face is familiar, but they told me to block it. So yeah, sometimes we try help, you know. I said, boy, let's bring some attention to this brother's story. I did one for somebody in the UK that was getting deported. Him called me, same thing. Yo, blood, take down my effing video, yo. Blah blah. I said that your video is on the Daily Mail. I'm telling him everywhere there. It's with the Sun, it's with the Daily Mail, it's with BBC. I'm not bigger than BBC. I'm not bigger than the Sun. I'm not bigger than all these entities. And he said the same thing. SouFLo, the people here don't watch those channels and read them papers that you're talking about. You are grassroots in the Caribbean community. They pay attention. So once my face show up on there, and plus I didn't like how your audience was doing me, because in the video, me say he went to the UK when he was 7, I believe, and then he started getting in trouble when he was like 16, 17, right? But I was advocating for him because I was saying, if you left Jamaica at 7 years old, land in the UK, there's no way you should be going back to Jamaica at 30 years old. You've never been to Jamaica since. The UK raised you. And whatever criminalities or problems you got into that in your late teens, almost adult years. Why are they sending him back? So I was advocating for him to be one of those to stay. And he said, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, bro. But he was like, check your comment section. My audience was very rough. Here someone on your big holier than thou art soapbox. I don't business if him come here when him a 1. Send him back. I don't business if him come here when him a baby. Send him back. You don't go to other people's country and commit crime. Now the youth, first I think he boarded a train without paying. That was his first offense within their penal system. and then him get in a trouble later for them find him with weed or something. So he was trying to explain those away. Like he fell on hard times and him did a sell some weed to try to supplement him income. All through the time he was still going to school, trying to better himself. And the time he boarded the transportation without paying was one of the times where he was broke. And you know, he still had to try to get to where he was going and all that. So he said my audience was reading him wrong, and he doesn't want the people on that side to pay attention to that and then feel empowered in their decision to send him back home, because they'll be like, look, there's hundreds of people here on this platform. This is a Jamaican platform. There's a lot of people on there saying send his ass home. So we feel justified in sending him home. I said, you know what, bro? I absolutely understand what you're saying, right? And I took his video down too. And then there's another one whose son was a barber in the UK, made one mistake, and he's on his way home. This kid had been perfect. No record of nothing, good, stellar football player slash this, that, and the other. His dad called me, and his dad was like, SouFlo, you have my son all over in another video there. And the way how the story I go is not so the story really go. I said, sir, I'm taking the story as it was presented by major news media houses out of the UK. My platform is open to you and your son to come tell the story the real way. Him say, please take the video down. My son will get deported. And, you know, he had his concerns about his safety going back into Jamaica and so on and so forth. So I'm running to them people all the time. You know, I'm very in tune with. Not saying I will take down every video, because if I can block your face and then bleep out your name if I didn't say it too many times or whatever, but still tell the story and it flies, I'll do that. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of research, a lot of editing, a lot of putting together to put a piece of content out. So I'm not gonna just drag down every piece of content because somebody call us say, hey, take that down because I don't like it because my uncle. I've had people do that before. Take down that man. I'm a brother in the video and I'm not no gossip. So I told the person, I said, call me FaceTime. If you could call me FaceTime and we'll talk about it. I think I was trying to see the face of gosh, the person did say, my brother, they're right there, so and I know him that. And I said, call me FaceTime. If you call me FaceTime, I'll show me your brother, like you're saying, the right side of you or something. I take on the video right now. So I didn't take that video down, but I've had many of those. I've had people report these videos all the time too, because they can't find a way to get it to come down. And them carry me through YouTube, rigmarole, YouTube, pause my video, put it under investigation. Y'all have no idea, man, the stuff I go through to bring you some of these stories. Sometimes the videos aren't cleared for months. Sometimes I even forget to do the video. And now 3, 4, 5 months down the road, it says, me just get a sudden message from YouTube say your video is eligible for you know, eligible to be posted and eligible for monetization and eligible for whatever else. We found no faults with your video. It's good to go. Because people call and say stuff like I'm invading their privacy or I'm putting their family in danger or now mind you, you know, it's a principle of mine. And I learned this early in YouTube because I used to do breaking stories. I used to run back a story. If a story bust, I want to do it now. Why if you can't tell him, I used to jump up in the middle of the night. And story bust just now, it have to go up just now. Until I started realizing that when you run down a story like that, the initial story is almost never how the whole story goes. So I said, you know what? I'm not a news carrier. I'm not a news reporter. I'm a person that likes to have dialogue surrounding a topic, a particular issue. Karen Notice, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. So I took my time and I started waiting. If you notice when you wait, like this story I'm about to get into right now, police killed Tickman, a brother them called Tickman, a Jamaican brother. Police lick him down. He's known to be the Spanish town Don. Civil unrest is going on in Jamaica right now in that particular part of the country because law enforcement officials have taken out Thickman. Now, the first time I saw it, I said, damn, But me not bother run with it. Because I'm absolutely sure that a lot more is going to come out. For those of you who are in the chat on WhatsApp, our chat room on WhatsApp, where we post stuff we cannot post here, we can only discuss here, I put the picture of Thickman in there this morning. So you saw him this morning. You know, and the first thing I thought when I saw him, I said, what does it profit? Like, I don't understand this gang thing and this gangster thing and this Don thing. But I told y'all before, I respect gangsterism. I respect gangsterism because I come up in an era where some real gangster did the boat, you know? And you learn to respect their gangster. Even if you said to yourself, that's not the life for me, you just know, say you square up on your trod on your narrow part, but you also respect that that's the choice for them. They chose that. So if you choose that, knowing all the consequences, then more power to you. It's just like me choosing the military, knowing that if I get deployed into a combat zone, I might not make it home. Respect my decision. I respect yours, right? But boy, I can't see somebody actually really just choosing that, because every gangster me know out a road, they always end up dead early. Or they always end up a mouth full of blood, a nose full of blood, stretch out in the street in a some dishonorable death kind of way. Or they doing like a lot of time in somebody's prison. Darky, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Cats Moni, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Grand Rising, SouFLo, and my morning thoughts fam, says Cats Moni with a donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. So the message for that is, if a gangster thing you want to go and do your gangster thing, my friend. Me not in your business. Me not play with gangster business. I stay out of them business. And hey, when I was in Jamaica, right, again, it really dawned on me, and I said it when I got back. Cause you know, there was this other YouTuber who was saying a bunch of stuff about me, like they must run upon me, run upon SouFLo when they see me in Jamaica. Rob him, take away him license firearm from him, and he's gonna be traveling with a whole lot of US dollars. So that's to give you an idea what to do and all these things. I said, this person is trying to set me up to get robbed and setting up my family. You know, me no par with you. How you know say me have license firearm for me? Jamaica me there. Me never tell you that before. You just putting stuff together and putting out videos like these harmful videos. When I'm in Jamaica, I walk bareface. I go everywhere. 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 Me see who I know what. You understand? And they respect me. And I respect them back the same way. And them know that. And me know so them know that. And it dawned on me that some of them people here are just jealous because them can't do it. Because they built a platform harming people. They built a platform telling lies on people. And telling lies on people, family members. They built that kind of platform so them hide them face and them tell them stories for their views and likes. I've always had my face as my face card. I've always wanted to go everywhere and not have to worry. So me not tell story from people where me not know say go so kind of thing. If we're having a conversation where we're hypothetically speaking, I may say, boy, you know, anything could have gone, you know, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. At the end of that, I always say the truth is we really don't know, so we have to go wait. Not true? We just have to do it for conversation's sake. But we don't run stories, yo, this are the man, you know. And him are the one we killed John over there so the other day. And it's him helping Termite run the place. And him kill off 2 people in a family the other day around a Matches Lane. And him there, we not do them that kind of story there. That's why we could go everywhere. Because people know that we're not into their business like that. Right? Now, Thickman's story is obviously public story now. Not only is it public story now, is a whole heap gone with it or come out with it. And we're going to give you the whole heap that came out with it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
I'm here, man, chilling out, man.
Manners and respect, family. What going?
Yeah, man, I'm 6 years old, and family down in the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
We come here, every done rising dead.
Every done rising dead.
Every done me know. I tell you the truth.
Meet him demise.
No rising dead.
Yeah.
Either police kill him, soldier kill him, see one man kill him, other man kill him. Never survive. So I'm saying to these young men who have a little potential today, take it from me. See what I tell you. Pull the gun. Put down the GUF. Because the whole empire we should know we at all. Put it down. And let's move straight. Respect so for we have man. Most respect.
Manners and respect, sir.
Most respect.
Manners and respect, sir. Yeah, I second that sentiment, third that sentiment, say it all the time. You know, there's no future in it, bro. I'm telling you how me do want to be contract killer one time. And I'm not laughing, I'm dead serious. I mean, they want to do it. When you're young, you could be so easily misled, you know, especially when you're full of a potential and you know that you have potential and you know so your brain tick intelligently, but things just aren't falling into place the way you think they should be falling into place for you. It's easy to get frustrated and then end up in a bad company, you know, thinking that that will make things happen the way you envision things. One of the things I said to myself is, if I want to take up gun, I run around with gun and do gun business, I'm going to need some backative. But me don't want them money to back me up, because them money look like if me lock up in a prison with them same one I go try climb on my back like me a girl. Me don't want to go to prison. I need a backative like army backative, like military backative, like soldier, police backative. So I decided to go military. Besides, you know, my dad background, his dad background type of stuff. So I was destined to fall in that line regardless anyways, kind of thing. I'm glad to say them they are the choice that we make, you know, because easily could have made wrong choices and ended up where so many have. Oh, you ready, mommy? You ready, my pretty? I love you. It's Friday. It's the end of the week, Munch. Munchie, for those of you who don't know, although most of you do, she does her outfit check, and then she goes off to school. Okay. Today's Friday. I think you're keeping it loose. You have your jacket? All right. Come, let's show off your little outfit.
I just actually sweater.
You ready to show off your outfit? Yeah. Oh, look, your boo-boos are getting better fast. The mosquito them deal with her at Jamaica, you know? She has like 50 bites on one arm.
It's because I was at Jamaica.
Because you were in Jamaica and the mosquitoes were namming you up?
And that's why I got this sticker one now because it was on my arm.
Don't scratch it up too much though. It's healing fast though. Look that. I don't know if they can see it, but look. All this right here should well get bite up, I tell you.
Yeah, they're gonna heal now. All my babies are gonna heal.
All your boo-boos are healing?
Yeah, and this one.
Yeah, you see those hearts? Look at the hearts.
This little one is gonna heal too.
Yeah, I'm showing you the hearts. You see them?
Yeah.
All right, show off your outfit so you can go to school.
Where's your friends?
What, my friends?
Yeah.
They're in there. You can't see them.
They're just in there.
Yeah. Okay, so today we're rocking. Oh, she got on her shoes already. She got on her bluey shoes and jeans because it's Friday.
And it's the end of the week.
And it's the end of the week.
I'm gonna pick up my brothers and sisters today.
And you can pick up her brothers and sisters today and jump down. And of course, you gotta show the face. The beautiful little face and the pretty hair. All right.
There has hearts.
Hearts and hearts and hearts. Onika St. John says, have a wonderful day at school, princess. See? All right. Tell everybody bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Say have a good day.
Have a good day.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
Come give me some love. I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
Can you pick up me with mommy?
Yes. I can pick you up with mommy.
Wow.
Love you, mommy.
There's the hearts.
The hearts are going up. All right, go.
We're going to the pig farm.
Go have fun.
Okay,
I'll see you soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Back to this now. Thank you for her little moment. I appreciate that. Uh, like I said before, it mean a lot to her. I didn't even realize that it meant so much to her until one morning the other day when we didn't do morning thoughts. Cause me get up, we got bed late, working, and got up in the morning and it was late. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and take today off and get myself back together. And she got up to go to school and she stood up there wait. And I'm like, you gotta go. And she was like, where's my outfit check? I crossed her hand like that. She was like, where's my outfit check? I said, Mommy, we can't do outfit check this morning because I'm not doing a live this morning. And she was like, oh man. So me know say it means something to her, you know? So thank you for that, for allowing her to do that. All right. So the police on Thursday vowed that gangsters would never again take control of Spanish Town, St. Catherine, after responding quickly to fiery protests by residents of Taws Meadows and other communities, angered that the cops had shot dead the one other gang leader, Othniel Loban, otherwise known as Tickman. Now, I have a video clip of Othniel Loban. He did a video recently because there was a triple murder recently on a family, and he was a person of interest in the triple murder just not too long ago. And he made a video and put it to social media where he said, I don't know why me a person of interest in it, but I went down there to they gave a date for me to turn myself in. I turned in myself before the date. I'm transparent with them. I went with my lawyer. Them questioned me. I walked out of there. They got everything they should get. I walked out of there. And some me don't know what this about or whatever, right? Well, shortly after, you see them, they look like the police, them, well, it don't look like. I saw it go. The police them took him out. News of his demise created a reaction in the Toys Meadows community, and this reaction is really an indication of the kind of psychological control and impact that gangs continue to have on these communities. So persons are upset and they're expressing themselves based on their relationship with him, who was known as a leader in the area. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police Christopher Phillips said, now, on Wednesday night, we had a few incidents where roads were blocked and there were attempts to burn a few premises, but we were quick on location to put some control on that, Phillips said. Me don't know about that, because me see video where them stab up the whole of the tire them for one police vehicle, all four tires flat, and they also burned courts. You know, courts where you can get furniture for rent and these things. Them burn out, them set courts on fire, burn it out. So I don't know. Now Laban, or Tickman as he was called, he was shot dead in the 6 Miles area of the St. Andrew South Police Division during what the police said was a gunfight with members of the anti-gang task force on Wednesday at about 10 p.m. Gunfight would imply that Tickman them have somebody around him who was firing back at the police, or the police was firing at him, or him and them was in a shootout. News of his killing sparked uproar among the residents in sections of Spanish Town, who immediately began to block the roads with tires and other debris and setting them ablaze. The court's bargain center was torched, and there were reports of loud and continuous explosions as gunmen challenged the security forces. Over the years, Spanish Town has been the scene of deadly protests whenever gang leaders are killed or taken into custody by the police. Among the more memorable cases are those of people like Donovan Bulby Bennett and Andrew Bunman Hope. The biggest protest came for those. On Thursday, Phillips said that the security forces will do all in their power to keep things under control in Spanish Town, and they will not tolerate the kind of behavior that was displayed by Laban's supporters on Wednesday night. We now have a strong presence in the area. Roadways are cleared, and we continue to maintain a presence in Spanish Town as best as possible, watching carefully all the communities that are connected to the deceased. I want to reassure all of our commuters, people who have to travel through these areas, and residents within this space that we have things under control and that we are not going to allow the kind of disorder that we have seen in Spanish Town over the years. We are very much intolerant of this kind of behavior. Already we have 4 persons in custody who were a part of the blocking of the roads Wednesday night, and we are going to be sending a strong message, Philip said, as he described St. Catherine as a epicenter of criminality in Jamaica, and that it is going to require serious and strong actions on the ground to ensure control is not lost. He commended his colleagues for exercising restraint on Wednesday night, despite residents accusing them of abuse, damaging police vehicles, and displaying violent and destructive behavior towards them. The police still never kill nobody. So I'm giving them credit for that. You saw what happened in, may I tell you, let me stop for a second and say this. Again, Jamaica Constabulary Force, they have hella restraint. I'm not saying they're all good, and I'm by far not saying that they're always right either. But time and time again, I've seen where they exercise super restraint. Now I'm talking about in comparison to the United States of America, because we know that in the United States of America, once police corral area, you can't go in there. Y'all, and they don't care who you are and how much money you have. Y'all seen what happened to the Olympian? What I forgot his name at this moment. How they choke slammed him and tased him and then beat him down. If you see the video, you will see how the police was beating the brakes off of him. And he is somebody who's worth a few $1 million. Fred Curley. Yeah, not Kelly Dorothy T, but I know you put me on track. Curley. Yeah, they beat the brakes off of Curley. They don't care who you are. And here, you can get killed easily. And I've seen police officers doing them work in Jamaica, and me see man stand up right back at them and talk about, if I did me draw out your gun and shot you in your face, and a boy, big bat boy, police boy. You can't do that here. Draw out your gun and shot you in your face. You say that to a police officer here while he is in the midst of tussling with somebody else, and see how fast you get, you know? So I commend them, man, for having such levels of restraint. So he commended his colleagues for exercising restraint, even though the residents were out there cutting up the tires on their vehicle, mashing up the police vehicle, them displaying violence towards them and destructive behaviors towards them. He said, you saw what happened in terms of the citizens damaging 4 of our vehicles and the kind of disorder and disrespect that was coming from them when the police attempted to move into the area. I have not had any report of unprofessional conduct from any of my members. I believe they exercised great restraint Wednesday, and until these people start to behave themselves, we are going to be here in their communities, and the efforts will be relentless. Let me turn this place, he says, lest we turn this place into Haiti. It cannot work, Phillips said. It cannot work, with a firm voice. He told the journalist that Laban, or them call him Father Badness, or them call him Tickman, Laban's power and influence as a gangster spanned far and wide. If St. Catherine is now seen as the epicenter of criminality, just imagine that network that he created over a period of time. He met his demise outside of this division, and we know and is known to be connected to several other communities in the outside areas of St. Catherine. He was one of the main targets for the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force based on his involvement in various acts of criminality. Like I told y'all, he was a person of interest recently in a triple murder, person of interest. I never said he did it. I said he was a person of interest. He himself made a video explaining that he went into the police with his attorneys or his attorney. The upheaval in Spanish Town affected operations at numerous private business establishments, including restaurants, some government entities, and even schools had to shut their doors. The protests also impacted service offered by the Jamaica Urban Transit Company Limited in Spanish Town, that's JUTC bus, regular public transportation, and all matters at the St. Catherine courts were suspended. Not even court couldn't keep that day there. Taxi operators in the Spanish Transport Center complained that they were getting very few passengers, as many people opted to stay off the streets that day. A message was actually put out by people in the area to social media. If you can, please avoid Spanish Town by all means today. Hell and Powder House over there. And I saw quite a few videos of a lot of rambunctious stuff going on there. In LaBon's community now, in a Tickman community of Tars Meadows, residents seemed to care very little about what was happening in the wider Spanish Town area. All they were concerned about was the fact that their leader, whom they painted a saint picture of, had been taken away from them, and said that they didn't believe that he actually challenged the police. You know, you had one woman was saying, never shoot after no police, kill them, kill him. Long time them want kill him. One woman claimed that when he was alive, he wasn't allowed to live in peace. They would terrorize him, alleging that he was frequently harassed by the police forces for unknown reasons. She said that his name did not come out as any person of interest or any wanted man. Well, that's a lie. His name did come out as a person of interest, and he himself made the video. Let me see. Let me grab my phone. You know, when somebody from the community is saying his name did not come out as any person of interest for anything, them not having name pan nothing or everything, you know, it's important to actually show these things, especially if you could show it with him in it, saying, yes, my name came out in a triple murder situation, but me clear it up, kind of thing, you know? So let me see if I can pull that up. Well, according to her, in the meantime, she said his name did not come out as any person of interest in any wanted man thing. Every time police come here, them choose to visit his house. They come here and they leave with 1 foot of the man's shoes them. They said the police would go into his home, right, and would take 1 foot of each one of them shoes them and just do stuff like that and leave with 1 foot of each one of them shoes them. Them go as far as to take up one dog and go lock up the dog in the man oven in the kitchen in the house. Mash up him game them, mash up him television and ransack him house. To how them terrorize him, if he even wanted to spend a night in his house, him can't do it. You have some special police where as them reach near the community, them say, come we go look for him now. And then they're there to terrorize him. People are giving accounts, right? I can't argue with their accounts because I wasn't there, I don't know, and I'm not saying that they're lying because I don't know. I'm just telling you how it's been given, right? I find that super crazy. Like, I don't think that weird. What?
Waterloo St. Catherine, early Wednesday morning. The police released the names of several persons of interest they wanted to question in relation to the murders.
Oh!
Identified with his alias Tickman was among the list.
Yo. Okay. So if you go on YouTube, right, and you go on SouFLoTV, you will see that I didn't even see it's them. So this triple murder something. This was the family with the school youth. It's the mother, the father, and the son. The whole family get killed out. And they said something about the orders came from overseas. I covered that triple murder when it happened. Now they're saying, according to News Media House in Jamaica, this is what was said. Let me get to you like this.
Triple killing of a family in Waterloo St. Catherine early Wednesday morning. the police released the names of several persons of interest they wanted to question in relation to the murders. A man identified with his alias Tickman was among the list. We later learned that his real name is Ofni Loban. Mr. Laban says he went to the police on Thursday.
Them call me enough man of interest and then give me a time. I'm going out before the time. I'm going with my lawyer. You see me? And like me alone I'm going with my lawyer. We share thoughts. We share thoughts with the officer them from St. Catherine Division, and them take with them talk to me, everything. Lawyer they present, and I end up go home.
He's reached out to us because he says the police turned up to his girlfriend's house on Thursday while no one was there. He's concerned that they went there because he visits her frequently.
I end up go home. Then I get calls that someone we used to do before to the ESAO police. We have all the footage of the police them on the camera. Well, them all come still and end up test the gate, walk around the premises, but the gate was closed. You understand? But as I tell you, so the camera there. So the camera intercept everything where them end up come and said and I do.
Our newsroom reported on Mr. Laban's release Thursday after he was questioned by the police, but he wants the lawmen to go further by making it known publicly he's not wanted for the triple murder or any other crimes committed. After the triple killing of a family in Waterloo, St. Catherine, early Wednesday morning, the police released the names of several...
All right. So for the lady who said that his name was never called on anything, never came up in anything, he was a person of interest, as you can hear, in a triple murder. He did make the video, like I said, when that was TVJ, and we just used that TVJ clip just to bolster the relevancy of our argument, right? All right. So she said that his name did not come up in any person of interest or any wanted man list or anything. Wrong. It did. Every time police come here, them choose to visit Beam House. Them come here and them leave with 1 foot all a man shoes them. Them go as far as to take up a dog and lock up the dog in the man oven. Mash up him games, mash up him television, ransack him house. So how them terrorize him? If he even wanted to spend a night in his house, he can't do it. You have some special police where as soon as them reach near the community, them say, come we go look for him. We all know, what we all know is that Tickman has died. He was a nice, jovial, fun-loving person to be around. He was not a man who disrespected people. He ran a lot of jokes with, down to even the babies. Everybody in the community loves him. December gone, he kept a treat for the elderly people in the community. He brought out all the senior citizens. He fed them. He distributed packages amongst them. He was loved by everybody. People on the outside of the community would not really know these things, but everywhere he goes, he interacts with everybody, down to the animals. We lost a good and a loved member of our community, the woman said. The news of his death was very shocking. I was in disbelief. I did not believe it until a photo of him showed up. I never expected this. When storm come, him look food, pack and distribute. Back to school time, him keep the biggest treat them. Every child around here has something to go back to school with or get something from him. If you go to him and say you don't have any lunch money for your kids, he might give picnic them lunch money. If you go to him and say you want dinner money, he makes sure that you have it. If you want to go to the doctor and you don't have it, he will make sure that you can go to the doctor. Children cannot be on the road after certain hours. That's his orders. You don't want no picnic on the road after certain hours in our community. The children should be inside. He was a community person. If you have a problem and you go to him, he would sit down and listen and solve it as best as he could. To tell you the truth, all of us around here are sad. She said, sad for the loss of a great man. So, you know, they have a saying that it goes like this, right? One man's terrorist is another man's hero. You know, one man's terrorist is another man's hero. We've seen this all the time. We've seen this all the time. Now, if Tickman is a kind of man like that will take care of the whole community like that, and children must go to school and school fees must be paid, and you know, light must stay on in the house, and the elderly them must be taken care of, and all these other things. Of course, that's going to be a hero to the community. Probably doing for the community more than the government does for those people of that community. You see what I'm saying? So they have a kind of love for him that we outside of that community would not understand. But not like I always try to tell people, and it's not that I sympathize with badness. I always tell people this. A lot of us don't know what it's like to live in certain communities or to be raised in certain environments. But there, Jamaica the other day, right? And we'll get ready for go the Vibes Cartel Freedom Street concert. Wifey said she said she wanted to go buy some. Oh, we were gonna take the kids swimming and stuff, but she forgot our bath suit. Cause we did the Westmoreland the day before, and everything that was wet, Auntie Cutie take them up and carry them, go wash them and stuff. And we never know. So we drive off now and think we have all our bathing suit and stuff. So when we reach, and that time we go swimming, couldn't find no bathing suit. So we're gonna drive around and see if we can find a bathing suit for you. Now, I must tell you first of all, right, that it was a task and a half trying to find a bathing suit in Kingston. And I would think that it would be easy to find a bathing suit in Kingston. It was a task and a half. We couldn't find it. So we kept on venturing further and further and further away from where we were staying until we end up around one part of one place where a soldier up on the road, and the debris that they used to block the road, it looked like one tree cut down, one fridge get put in the middle of the road, a whole heap of tires, and all these other things. So we're driving and we just boom, buck up in it. Can't go no further, no warning or nothing. And you can look at the place and tell, because the place just look like somebody drop a bomb in it. And even me and wife here drive around and I said, damn, you know, Jamaica have some communities where you wouldn't believe that they exist if you go into them today. Like why people living in them the condition that, but you can see the kids them still out in the streets of play. You know, the people them around there still have a smile on their face. Me I stop and I ask people, me I say, Mama, you can tell me which part me can get a bathing suit? And she say, bath suit. Like, yeah, bath suit, them call it, not bathing suit or swimsuit or whatever. So me say, yeah, like if you're a woman. And she say, boy, you're not going to find none of that around here, you know, you have to go further down a town. So we kept venturing, going further and further, boom. Bare block off road and block road, and it looks like what's described in this. So I was wondering, like, what just happened? Why? Because obviously it's the residents in the area block it. And we buck up in all a police, a soldier youth where sit down there. And I started critiquing him based on my own military training and experience. I said, you see this? Them set up the soldier here. Them set him up because him sit down in a corner by himself, obviously a rough area. The road block off, so traffic can't go straight through. We had to reverse back out of there. I couldn't even turn around. We had to reverse back out of there, reverse back up the road and go turn back in, so and then go at next road. When him see we right, I wind down the window and I say, soldier, we can't, nobody can go through. The man look vexed. I'm just say, nah, go so. So start reverse back way. And I say, boy, I'm look frustrated, but babe, watch this. So I talk to my wife. I say, watch this. I say, you notice him don't have a no head protection. We call it a Kevlar. Him don't have a no Kevlar. The man have a him just him bare head outside. Him rifle, sit down crossway upon him lap. Like you could fumble that if shot start fire. Right? Sit down crossway upon him lap. Him look like him did all like a little bit half asleep. He's super frustrated. It's hot out there. Him not have no vest, no bulletproof vest, no nothing. So I said, somebody set up the brother and put him right as a man. But you know, that's Jamaica for you, and that's how the thing run. Had a hard time finding a simple bathing suit, but by the time we found a bathing suit, we had experienced a part of Jamaica that we had never seen before, and went deep into the community too, that we had never seen these kinds of places existed in Jamaica before. We hear about them, but we never seen it. I mean, I come from them place there, and wifey don't come from them kind of place there either. So it was interesting to be driving through there. It was us and the kids, you know. Can't tell you say I felt afraid. I didn't feel afraid. For some reason, I don't normally feel afraid when I'm around Jamaican people. Even though I know that some of them are all wicked, you know. But I still don't normally feel afraid. I feel more at home than anything else, even when I'm in a them kind of area there. You know what I mean? So I can stop and talk to people and ask them for things and these kind of things. Like, I'm not afraid and something. But it's something to witness it though. What I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to soften the ground for the individuals who are raised in these types of environments. May I try and make everybody else know, say it's real. A lot of your brothers and sisters are traumatized and they act out of survival mode. So you know how me and you can say, make better decisions, man. Do this, do that, go here, go there instead. It's kind of hard to do that when you're born and raised in it, in the thick of things. You know what I'm saying? As far as Stickman goes, no pun intended, but as far as Stickman goes and him losing his life, I don't know how it came about that with him and the police. I just know that for sure he was a person of interest in that triple murder. And sometimes in Jamaica, I also know this. Police, that's where people one time, them can't carry them go court. Like they know, if them know say you do it for sure, and you keep on walking over them, you kind of have like a bragging right. Yeah, man, can't go lock me up. I know nothing. I call my lawyer, I'm big lawyer, big King's Council. Call my lawyer, I'm out in 24 hours. The most them give me a 2 weeks, I'm come out of that. Hey boy, suck pussy boy, police boy. You know, when you brazen and off like that because you've been in and out of the system multiple times and you know so you can't get away, then we dash you away. Then we make it your last rodeo. So I don't know if that's what take place over there with him. But I do know my message to my brothers is, I mean, know somehow not gonna listen because we talk in person. Somehow, no, I'm a respect, so you say, this is it for me in upload. But if you can left it alone, please leave it alone. Because I know a real bad man we are trying to stop bad. And no found not cut out like that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
If you have us on speaker or Bluetooth, please take us off because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, this is Gary from New York.
You have us on speaker or Bluetooth, please take us off because that's what it sounds like.
All right, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
This is Gary from New York. I was calling because I was listening yesterday about the FBA talks you were having.
Mm-hmm. The Foundation of Black American Relationship.
I have a personal comment, right?
Okay, so all right, you could go ahead because I'm finished with what I was saying before. So go ahead.
My thing is, I feel like people are judged according to the success of their home country, right? For example, right? This is why Chinese people are respected because their home country is strong.
Mm-hmm.
And to a certain extent, Indian people, they have a certain amount of success in their home country. Now, one criticism that FBA have towards immigrants is that a lot of their home countries are not successful.
Okay.
And a point I have is that even if you come to America or Canada or wherever, and you become individually successful in those countries, you're just building up those countries. You're not building up your home country, right? And also, not only are you not building up your home country, you are not
also, I guess that's my point.
Okay, let me ask you a question real quick. Where are you from?
Sure.
Where are you from?
All right. This is going to surprise you.
Not
I'm
really,
actually
because I hear
a
a
black
Jamaican
guy.
accent.
I'm actually a black Guyanese, right?
You're a what?
Born in Guyana, Georgetown, Guyana.
Okay.
So I'm essentially Caribbean, just
Right.
like you.
Right.
And not only that, my ex-girlfriend was Jamaican. I've been to Jamaica many times.
Okay. So that was gonna be one of my questions. So what parts of Jamaica did you go to when you went to Jamaica?
Right.
I want to see something. Just answer me as fast as you can.
Right.
Let me get to the point. What parts of Jamaica did you go to? You went many times. You went.
When I went to Jamaica, it was just the resorts, the grill, and it was other resorts. I didn't actually go into the country.
Okay, so when you're talking about these people give respect based on level of success, these outside nations have had in their home country. What was your impression of Jamaica?
Well, like I said, I came to this country when I was very young from Guyana. I was about
just what was
6.
That has nothing to do with what
now
you're
I'm
answering.
35, right?
Has nothing to do with what you're answering.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
I'm asking you a question.
I basically think Jamaica.
Okay, we're not gonna do that. So I didn't even have a beef with the guy. I'm just asking a question. When you call and I let you talk, please answer my questions. I asked a straight up question. What he said, he went to Jamaica many times. I said, okay. In my mind, I'm like, if I went somewhere many times, I could tell you many places I've been in that place. Okay, I quickly found out he only went to the resorts. His conversation started off about success in these outside nations is how you're judged when you come here, right? Okay, so my next thing was gathering that you only been to the resorts in Jamaica specifically. And I know he might not have been talking about Jamaica alone, because the title of the discussion yesterday was Foundational Black Americans and Their Relationships with Other Blacks. So you have Black people from many different places who are not foundational Black American, African Americans, right? Right. That's the dynamic that we were discussing. But I wanted to hear from him specifically. He must say his girlfriend come from Jamaica, so he's been there many times. Okay, what parts of Jamaica did you go to? I'll be honest with you, I only went to the resorts. Okay, boom. All right. My next question was, what was your impression of Jamaica? Along those lines, as far as success goes or what it looked like. Okay, let me tell you, I came to the US at a very young age from Guyana. Okay, that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, you see how easy that was to answer that? What was your impression of Jamaica when you went to Jamaica pertaining to what you said in this conversation? Just answer the damn question, man. If you ask me a question, I'll answer it straight up. Anybody call and ask me a question, I'll answer it. The phone lines are open. Be brave. Answer the question straight up. Where did you go? What did you see in Jamaica? Because guess where I was going with this conversation? People don't really judge you based on the success of your country that you're coming from. They actually judge you based on the unity within your community. You understand? That's what you're judged on. This is the reason why he called out. He was right in some aspect, ended up on the right track, but the wrong train. Check this. He said the country. It's the unity in the people that you're judged at. You see, it's just like being in, believe it or not, you will not go to Miami and mess around with Haitian people too much. The Haitians got something called Zo and Zo Pound. Just know that you get ran up out of there, okay? And that's been set that way from, I was probably in like junior high to high school years. And even now it's even more solidified because those people are grown now and have resources now that they've pumped back into that. So even if you go to like what used to be called Little Haiti, the same people in Little Haiti, they over in the damn suburbs. They in mansions. They in other places. They own big businesses, restaurants and whatnot. Right? Their community is super tight. So they are highly respected nationwide. If you look at the Asian community, so to speak, let's talk specifically Chinese community in the US. They don't really too mix with everybody else. They're super independent, all inclusive kind of thing. That's why they're highly respected. I said this to my audience before. You never see police officers pull over Chinese people in the US, driver license registration, and it turn into a shooting. It happens to black people all the time. You never see that happen to an Asian person, a Chinese person, or Indian person in the US, right? Right. They conduct themselves differently. Their community is tighter. They understand economics. Their money goes a long way because their money is pool invested. So they're the ones that actually really quietly move the needle. The powers that be knows that. So their respect trickles down from there right across, right? Everybody knows that we're not united. Everybody knows that we got the Trinis over here, the Jamaicans them over here, the Trinidad so them don't like the Jamaicans, so them don't like the Trinidad Haitians fighting over here with the you know, we're all in like the Black Americans, them against the this, the that. So it's the unity in your community. Let's take this call again. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
You got hung up.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm back again, Carrie from New York.
All right, bro. I hung up on you purposely because you weren't answering my question. All I needed you to do was answer my question.
My impression of Jamaica is basically it's just like Guyana, third world country, a developing country, right? And also, if you have other nationalities such as Asians, Indians, Chinese, who are taking the resources, right?
You did not.
And you're undeveloped.
You did not.
You're judged by that.
Okay.
As a people.
Listen to me. Good. If you went to Jamaica, right, and you only saw resorts, then you didn't see Jamaica enough to speak about Jamaica's development. I wanted to hear you so badly to hear you say, "Oh, I've been to all parts of Jamaica. I know that you guys have 14 parishes. I've probably been to 12 of them." I wanted to hear you say you're well traveled through Jamaica, because if you were, you would say something totally different as far as development goes.
If you look
now, I've never been to where you're from. I've never been to where you're from, so I can't compare the two. But as far as
Jamaica is essentially a third world country. It is.
That's
you can't deny that.
That's what people call it. That's what people call it. Why?
And once again, I'm from Guyana, right?
And once again,
right now they have gold in Guyana. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but Jamaica is in the same state.
As in
a lot of parts of it, the Indians and the Asians, the Asians, control a lot of resources. So you can't say you come over here to America and become a doctor, whatever, right? You're making America rich, right? You're not. You might make yourself. You might benefit yourself, but as a people, it's not doing much for you as a people. You know what does much for you as a people? When you increase the wealth of your homeland, that's when people respect you more.
Bro, okay, but we
not coming over here and become like a lot of these. Also, these Africans, they come over here and be doctors, and a lot of them they get discriminated against in their own community.
Right.
They don't respect you because you come to America or Canada and become a doctor. You have to build the wealth in your homeland. That's when true respect. They respect you.
I wish you had traveled around.
China.
I wish you had traveled
20 years
around Jamaica.
China, they didn't respect China at all. Now they really respect China because they built their homeland. Not because Chinese came to America or Canada and became a doctor. No.
Did you hear me what I said when you got off the air or when I hung up?
Yeah, you said it's about unity.
It's about unity in their community.
That makes no sense when it comes to wealth. Wealth is about money. It's about power.
That is where the money comes from and the power comes from. It comes from the unity.
But you have to have the unity in your homeland first. That's where you have to build up the unity there. Because if you come and bring that unity here, remember, in America and in Canada, those are white men country, right? It doesn't matter how much unity you have there, they still control that country. You have to build that over there in your country.
That's your perception.
That's where you have to have the real unity.
But that's your perception. Listen, you just said white man country. You're arguing from a place of perception. The African Americans will never say that this is a white man country. They said this is their country.
See, they say both. They know this is a white man country,
so good
but
this
is where their ancestors were here for 500 years. They can't run to Jamaica. They can't run to Haiti. They can't run to Africa. So they have to say this is their country. They have no choice.
They can run
you will always say you're a Jamaican, right?
They can
you
run
will never
to those
say,
places.
"Oh, I'm gonna run to Africa." That's your country, Jamaica.
Okay, listen. They can run to all these places you just called out, and I can run to Africa if I wanted to too.
Listen, they cannot go into. They don't have citizenship in these countries. They cannot run to these countries. What they're gonna go there if they don't have citizenship, right?
Citizenship can be worked out.
They own stuff like that.
Citizenship could
maybe
be worked
to a certain degree.
Citizenship
but they
could
don't
be
have
worked out.
Citizenship to say I can go there.
Citizenship could be worked out.
Say it again.
Citizenship could be worked out. They can run to those places.
Yeah, okay, but this is my point. Let's say American blacks say, okay, I want to go to Jamaica and build a community and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
First of all, the Jamaicans there will not let them build up like that to that certain extent. Right? The Jamaicans won't do that. And even if
whoa, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? Because you're way off.
Why are you saying that?
Just repeat what you just said.
I said, let's say like some Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call it, right? Say they want to go to Jamaica and build up the African American community, and it would be very difficult.
They want to go to Jamaica and build up an African American community.
Build up a community with, for example, like let me tell you something. I used to live in Gun Hill Road in the Bronx, right?
Well, why would you want to go
to a Jamaican community in Gun Hill Road in the Bronx, New York?
Yeah, but it's
right.
Yes, there's a Jamaican community everywhere in the
Correct.
U.S. Everywhere in the U.S. Every state has a Jamaican. Every city has a Jamaican community.
I understand.
Right, but when we say
when
we say a Jamaican community, though, we're not talking about like taking over somebody's place and like.
I never said take over. I just said just like how there's a Jamaican community everywhere. Let's say African Americans want to go to Jamaica and build like the same African American community, like Jamaica has a Jamaican community. And
why are you saying Jamaica wouldn't let them?
Say it again.
Why are you saying Jamaicans wouldn't let them?
Well,
Jamaica deals with. Listen, Jamaica deals with
in a
this,
lot
right?
of these third world countries, like Jamaica or Guyana, where I'm from. Right?
Yeah, chill. Listen, Jamaica deals with commerce. If 50, 100 African Americans want to move to Jamaica and build up a gated community with nice houses in it and start a business or expand their business, Jamaica would be welcoming for that to happen. So when you say stuff like they couldn't go to Jamaica and do it because Jamaica wouldn't let them, I'm telling you that you're far off.
Okay, well, let me respond to that. First of all, to a degree, you're correct, and that's also the problem, because you look at countries who have been strong and who developed strong, they don't let other communities come in and just build and take their resources. Like Jamaica does, like Guyana does. China wouldn't allow that. India wouldn't allow that. You have to
you're right.
Let outside
you're right to a point, but I don't understand where it's going. You're right to a point, but I don't understand where it's going. Because if you're doing business in a country, right? Like, okay, for instance, the Chinese people that are doing like wholesale business in Jamaica, the ones who are fresh off mainland China, what are the resources that they're taking out of Jamaica?
Oh, well, this is the thing, right? I remember when I went to Jamaica, they told me they built a
questions, do you?
From the airport.
You never answer questions. They built a road
from the airport to the resort.
You never answer
and
questions,
China.
You never answer questions, do you?
Huh?
You never answer questions, do you?
What was your question?
Oh my God. Bro, do you have a wife?
Yes.
Do you listen to her when she talks to you?
Yes.
Or y'all argue a lot? Because I literally asked you the same thing 5 times. I gave you an example. I gave you an example, and I said, you said about we shouldn't let people come in and take our resources because China wouldn't do it, this, that wouldn't do it. We're not China. So first of all, right, and our country functions. Okay, so you're saying we should be like China?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, if that's what you're saying, that's what you're saying. We don't agree, but you're free to say what you want to say. I asked you a specific. I said,
but that's the problem where your country it doesn't build wealth because other people are taking the wealth out of it.
You.
Huh?
Lulu says, I'm begging you. The people are begging me to hang up on you, man, or to just let you go. Boy,
but that's the problem. You let the Chinese, the Indians come and take your resources. When you come over to America and get your little jobs, that's meaningless.
Your little jobs.
Your little jobs. Okay. Listen, my wife is a doctor, right?
Okay.
My wife is a doctor.
That little job.
My wife is a doctor.
And that's a little job.
She's a board certified doctor.
And that's a little menial ass job.
What I'm saying is that doesn't build nation wealth.
That's a little job, is it?
It is it is a little job because let me tell you something.
I'm just trying to get something clear when you say
America is based on inheritance.
Okay.
Right? So my doctor, my wife, she makes about $250 a year.
Okay.
Right?
And you?
But guess what? She has friends who are not doctors and who have 10 times the wealth that she has.
And you?
Huh?
And you?
Me, I'm a computer. I'm in computer science.
Can you remember what you are? Okay. Good.
No.
Listen.
Yes.
The conversation ain't going nowhere. It's not going anywhere.
My basic point is it's not a good thing to brag about you coming to another country, building the wealth of that country, and thinking that's something. That's nothing.
Are you aware?
And that's a problem.
Are you aware of something called remittance?
That's when you send money to your home country, right? Isn't that what it is?
So you are aware of remittance. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I understand that, but that still doesn't build your country on any substantial level. You have to build the infrastructure. Okay. You have to let outsiders not take advantage of your resources.
You're talking about government stuff that the Army, the Navy, the Marines of the country, and the government, the leader, the Prime Minister, and these people are supposed to do. You're putting the responsibility of those people.
You're supposed to take control of your own government. Don't let your government sell you out. That's why one of the criticism is that a lot of these immigrants, they blame everything on their government.
Okay, bro.
Oh, it's the government's fault. The government is corrupt.
Who has
taken control of your government?
Where do you live?
Like I said, I live in New York.
Okay, so why haven't you taken control of your government?
Okay, well, first of all, I am not the one claiming that my country is this or my country is that. You know what I'm saying? I'm basically saying, right?
Wait.
As an
You're not the one
I'm an
claiming
immigrant
what?
just like you, right?
You're not the one claiming what?
Okay, well, as I was listening to the conversation yesterday, right? You were basically stating, well, some of the commentators were saying that you guys come over here and you become successful and we don't blame everything on racism. it was sort of the conversation was kind of going in that direction, right? And when I was listening to that, I'm like, basically, you're saying that essentially you're kind of like better than African Americans because you come over here and yes, get your little jobs. And I'm including doctor and all of that. Your little jobs.
Because that's how you
if
took
you're
it.
not building your
That's how you
country.
took it. Because that's how you took it. Now let me end this conversation like this, right? Because you're repeating and it ain't going nowhere. So check it, right? What we said yesterday was we're not held back by these obstacles. It is an obstacle. It's a reality.
Yeah, but you're not
we're
getting
not
any
held
real
back
power.
by it. Yes, we are. Our real power
No,
is
you're not.
when you are able to provide a good life for your family. That's power. When you are able to set up generational wealth,
in another man's
that's
country.
power. But we're not talking about another man's country. We're digging
Yes,
wealth
America,
from another
Canada,
man's country, and that's why I asked you
Europe,
about remittance.
that's another man's country.
All right, brother, because you ain't doing nothing in your country don't mean nobody else is doing anything in their country. The same thing you're telling us to do.
Like, I'm like,
but it doesn't matter. That's your perception.
You're not building any real type of power.
That's your perception.
Jamaica is not,
that's your
still
perception.
A third world country after decades and decades.
And so is your country. But that's your perception.
But I never said it wasn't.
So go back to your country and build the power that you speak of, and then you can come and talk to me.
Yeah, but you guys are acting.
All right. I'm tired of it now. All right, that's enough. Jeez. You know what we said yesterday, right? He's in his feelings because we said we don't allow that to hold us back, kind of thing. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, we're begging you to get rid of that.
I know.
Killing me.
I just wanted to see where it was going. Like, I'm giving the brother the benefit of the doubt. Like, this is gonna take a good right turn, and we're gonna end up somewhere sensible. It took me a while. I'm sorry, but I just had to.
Oh my God.
I stopped looking at the comment section because every time I looked over there, that's all I saw. SouFLo, hang up no. S Diva, please. Beg you. Hang up the phone for that idiot that's SouFLo. Yo, somebody pull the plug, please. I just wanted to see where he was going. Because the brother
going nowhere.
I know that now.
The plane never land.
I know that now. He seems like somebody who is super upset at Jamaicans, and he took offense to what you said. It was you. He took offense to what you said yesterday.
Yes.
Are your guys mixed it up?
Guess what? Like I said, rather we carry, rather we are doctor or we are janitor, we are who we are, and nobody can make we feel small.
Exactly.
We have a sense that we look about with talawa anywhere we go. If you have an issue with that, let us see your business, bro.
All right.
That's your business.
He seems highly offended underneath by that.
Offended. That's too bad, boo. Because that's who we are. That's in our blood. All right? So rather than focus on how we feel about ourselves, Guyana 20 times the size. You've never been here since you're a child. You said since you're 6.
Mm-hmm.
And you haven't been to Jamaica. You've been to the resort. And this is the problem. We live in a time where everybody wants to be a scholar and they don't have no scholarship. Because you went to the hotel a few times and now you are expert in Jamaica. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That right there.
And when you start scratch, you start realizing the people them don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's between a few rumors and a few YouTube videos and a few news headlines, but they never read the full article, you know. They never do that piece. Just that, and they're a scholar, and they know what's going on. You don't know what the hell is going on.
Why? The brother was all over the place. I was hoping it would go somewhere sensible. I was.
You know, and our little jobs bring over 1.1 billion US dollars back to our little island.
All right.
Our little jobs.
All right.
All right. Our little jobs feed enough of our people. Our little jobs send our picnic and our niece and our nephew to school. Our little jobs keep that little island afloat. Our little jobs. But what about we in our little jobs?
Your little jobs.
We're doing our thing.
His language was so condescending. Like the undercurrent, the undercurrent I got right away was, I can't stand Jamaicans. I don't like them. But he was trying to, he's trying to like mask it as something else, you know. And so I was trying to pull it out, like, because I'm the kind of person like this. If I don't like you, I'll get right on here and I'll be like, yeah, the guy needs them, I can't stand them, and here's the reason why. Not saying I do, I don't. I'm just saying, giving an example. But apparently he wasn't that kind of person, you know. He was trying to mask his bad feelings towards Jamaica in particular as something. Let me give you some good advice. But the language that was being used, your little jobs, your third world country.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh man, you're not doing nothing.
Little jobs.
Yeah, and we're not accomplishing nothing.
No matter where we go, no matter where you go, you're gonna see us there. We're gonna be at the top. We're gonna be at the bottom too, but we're gonna be at the top.
Yes. Facts.
Period.
Facts.
If your self-esteem not straight, work on that.
Facts.
But you cannot pull down our self-esteem.
Yeah. You ever notice that? You ever notice that people feel low about themselves, right?
Yeah. They
always trying to make other
better
people
than
feel
me. You
right.
think nobody's thinking about you to think we're better or not.
Right.
We're not studying you, boo.
What's a piece of drama this morning? I know.
Leave us be. Leave us in our little island and our little job. Don't worry about it.
Man. Boy, you climbed up the wrong tree this morning, brother.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you calling in right away. Are you starting?
I had to set this man straight.
Yeah. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
All right.
Big up yourself.
Take care.
All right. Yeah. What in that address that in that everything with the everywhere. You better believe that. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, Dr. SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on?
Why only put so much patience?
What? Wait a long time in this way I get up.
Man. So, do the Benjamin Button syndrome because within the last 20 minutes I watch your age 10-year-old right in front of my
Wait. You have to talk up in the phone or something because you're low. Him said me have the Benjamin Button syndrome because within the last 10 minutes him watch my age 10 years right in front of his eyes. Bro.
But I respect you for the person you is because you don't like to disrespect anyone.
Yeah, I don't,
so you still want to give them the floor. But even when you're saying, all right, brother, we talk, him know what not him being the man who hold on for the mic so long, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Why is that not even being the man who hold on for the mic so long? Brother, sometimes you have to make people talk so the audience can actually hear them for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So Bridget, the guy that was on the phone, SouFLo didn't disrespect you. It's just so Jamaican. Yeah, when you're out there hearing, you're dead at summer.
All right. Tell him again then, all right?
All right.
Manners and respect, my brother.
Yeah, man, all right.
All right, so. They want to have the Benjamin, but instead of even doctor have so much patience, a doctor alone have so much patience. Mr. Bob says, change your name to Dr. SouFLo Movement. Full of patience. You almost lose all your members if you did take one more minute. Oh, God. It was good for a laugh. It was good for a laugh. Listen. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
You know, sir, you asked him one good question of my life. Is if him and his wife are your life.
Yes.
Because for your wife accomplish her doctorate, and you sit down there call it
little job. Little job.
Disrespectful.
But you notice when me ask him what does he do, me did have to ask 5 times. Now people are so deceitful, right? If you can tell when somebody are lying because when you ask them, So what you would do? Them not gonna answer you. Them a think through if you tell you. And even when even when him answer, him still don't remember where him is.
Exactly. It's a computer 10 times.
Brother, why? Yeah. Him get a lesson this morning still. Him get a lesson this morning because, you know, you come to this kind of platform where you see this flag you apply, you must know, sir, you're going to be set straight. If I not by me, it's by the audience, but you're going to be set straight. I think him get him straightening this morning.
Yeah, and him not understand what success is. Because even when you try to explain to him the success is putting a roof over your family head, being able to provide for your family, it's like him not get that.
Right.
And then he must say,
you must talk about build up infrastructure. And yeah.
Those are like what you explained to him. Those are government
responsibilities. Right.
Yeah. That's not individual success.
Basically, we act like we must overthrow the government then.
Yeah. And basically you talk about oligarchy where private citizens control the government.
Right.
And he must say African American can't go to Jamaica but build up community. Yes, they can.
And they do.
And they do all over the world.
This is why I wanted him to say how much of Jamaica he saw. Just come back from Jamaica. Listen, let me say this to the whole audience, to the 1,700 plus people who are here. If you haven't been to Jamaica in a while, or if you go to Jamaica and only go to resorts or barely come off of a ship and go back on, you don't know Jamaica, don't speak on Jamaica in depth. When I drive around Jamaica and I go everywhere, I see immense wealth in this country where people are saying is a poor country. You understand? So if you haven't been around it, then, and you come with this skewed kind of view, I'm going to fry you. Go around Jamaica first and then talk to me. And I'll tell you something else, right? Nowhere else do I see generational wealth being held and continued more than in Jamaica. Maybe I haven't been enough places, but I've been a lot of places. More than in Jamaica. So when we talk about remittance money, when we talk about dead left, when we talk about who's picking up and carrying on, when we talk about all that, you have to be there to see it, my friend. You have to be there to see it. You know? Remember, I know.
Even in Mexico, I went to Tulum. Tulum is like New York. Everybody there is from America. Because once they start this remote work, people are living everywhere because they could work from there.
Right.
So like even in Jamaica, there's a lot of Americans living in Jamaica and getting their American salary.
Right.
Because they're working in America, living in Jamaica.
Facts.
And that's everywhere.
Facts.
All across the world.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's probably not well traveled like a lot of us. And I like what I said. He doesn't know what success is. Talking poorly about his wife, saying that her doctorate is a little job.
A little job.
Yeah. He doesn't know what it takes to earn a doctorate.
Yeah. Exactly, bro.
All right, so
manners and respect.
That's gonna be like you and disrespect your wife.
Yeah.
And I said she doesn't get her liquor nursing degree.
She doesn't get the liquor nurse.
Yeah, like come on.
Yeah. All right, my brother.
She worked hard for that.
Right. And it took a lot to earn it.
Yeah.
Manners.
All right.
All right, so what a morning. We'll take one more of these and then move into our next topic. See it? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
I'm well. It's Friday and I'm alive. Hope you're well as well.
Yes, indeed I am.
The previous callers made most of the points I wanted to make. But one thing I just wanted to say, I noticed with that caller who was from Guyana and looks like he grew up in the States, his wife, he mentioned that he's married, but the reason why he's married is because his wife was trying to break up with him, but he never listened. So she said, might as well go on with it and marry him, because I don't know how that works, where you're talking and you don't listen. So she married him because she couldn't get rid of him. That's what I think. Have a good one. Bye.
Oh, wait, lovely Nika says him sound like a stay-at-home husband with too much time on his hands. Too much damn time on his hands. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, Flo. Good morning, brother.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Well, you some rotted cake, brother.
Hold on there, bro. You have us on speaker or Bluetooth or something?
No, you don't hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clear. Talk.
Yeah, you got some rotted patience, brother.
Yeah, boy. I was trying to, try to get some respect and try to hope
I was
went
hoping that
somewhere.
you would have transformed and tell me, Marco, I like to carry you solo or something. Yo, Flo, let me tell you something, man, right? Yeah. I can tell you, I've been in Jamaica, see?
Yeah.
I can tell you where I stayed, right? And this is 2006.
Right.
I could tell you still today where I stayed. Right? That man never been in Jamaica, brother. He went in a house in Jamaica, or a building.
He said he's been there many
I
times.
stayed in a place called
many times.
In St. Elizabeth, right?
Yeah. St. Elizabeth.
Brother, the house that I live in, brother, called I feel like a king, brother.
See.
And the houses are all around me. And then not only that, I drive through Jamaica. Or Runaway Bay. I can tell people I went Runaway Bay. I went down River Falls. I went to Green Grotto. You understand? Yeah, and then I went into the local place because it was Jamaican people. You see me, who carried me around and showed me Jamaica that I met on YouTube.
See.
You understand?
See.
So when I hear and that 2006, development continue, brother. The beauty that I see in that place tears fall from my eyes, brother. I don't know if they can just take control of me or whatever. I can tell you, the place nice, brother.
Yo,
and in every place you go,
and that was 2006.
Form of poverty. Look at America where you there, Flo.
Exactly.
If you look at some places in America, you would think like you live in somewhere called the bush calling where there's no light, no nothing, brother. Some bad places over there. What are you talking about?
Exactly. I don't know. Listen, you hit the nail on the head, man. First of all, right? If you went to Jamaica 2006, and for all the people who the last time you went was 2006, it's 2024. If you think Jamaica is anywhere near what it was in 2006, you are way behind the loop. When I keep going every year, and I'm telling you that Jamaica is developing rapidly, and the place is changing, and things are... Listen, trust me, you owe yourself a trip to go see for yourself.
We don't listen and tell you I want to go. I want to go, brother. I want to go. You understand? But I tell you, the reason I even give you the year that I went is just to show you, right? If I was there 2006 and the place was so beautiful and developed, brother.
Imagine now.
Imagine now.
Imagine now.
Barbados, brother. I can that guy is very disrespectful, brother. Right. He's a very disrespectful human being. Talking about people's job, his little job, and then something there. He let me go there and let me feel like I wanted just to cuss in my car, but I had some people in my car driving.
Yeah, man.
But you can't talk like that here because every single person who working for a purpose to take care of the family. Or you could belittle people by looking at things from a governmental. Talk to the government. He's supposed to call Jamaica and talk to the politicians in Jamaica. Not them out there who working hard to make life for themselves and living a good life with them and them family, brother. That man disrespectful, brother.
Well, watch this now. Don't let them raise your blood pressure because he ain't raising mine. We're laughing. We're laughing now. We're carrying on. We're laughing now. We're carrying on. But he ain't raising my blood pressure. So don't let them raise yours either.
Yeah. Floor your ear.
Yeah.
From floor to all from floor and his platform. Big man carry your raw soul and find another platform.
Big up yourself, bro.
I hear so you care just listening, see?
Manners. Manners.
Yeah, my respect. They got all the taxi drivers out there.
Big up all the taxi drivers out there.
Yeah, man.
Hey, It's one thing about Caribbean people, right? When Caribbean people cuss you out, I never seen somebody say, them tell you a cuss and then big up yourself, or a cuss and then say God bless you back at it, or or something like that. Hey, listen, we're special people, okay? My baby is running. My baby, my baby, my baby. Ah, man, I want to call so bad, but I'm at work. It says bedroom bully. Listen up. We're not making nobody hurt up ahead this morning, okay? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, family. What going?
Why them Guyanese people you have Caribbean? Them live in South America.
Boy, I don't know enough.
And that just him and leave a bad taste in her mouth. No one beat her.
You want
because she make him a god.
In Wait,
she never left the man.
In Jamaica girlfriend hurt him.
Yeah, she hurt him bad.
You see when a Jamaican one she hurt him bad. You can't tell. You can't tell.
We need to know better.
Yeah, you can't tell. Yeah. And him might try Brad Panar now.
And then she left him.
Lord have mercy. He will never see Jamaica the same again. Big up yourself, family.
Make him go back and mosquito country.
Balance. Brother, yeah. The people them we hang you over here, sir. Especially Jamaican people. I be telling people this about Jamaican people, right? I love y'all to death. I love y'all to death. That's why I always feel good when I'm around Jamaicans. And when I'm in Jamaica, I try to go everywhere and they're around every bit of somebody or anybody because we're just different. You know? Our way of expressing ourselves is different. And I tell you what too, some people may not understand how we express ourselves and they get like deeply hurt or respect. Sometimes it's just water off a duck's back for us, my friend. And it really not that serious. You know what I mean? You're gonna get some cussing, don't take it to heart. You're gonna get tell some things where you probably never hear before, don't take it to heart. But I just saw them stay. If that I watch so proper all day, I'm not living in a real world. Normal Gene says. But I just saw it stay. And I think you got with a Jamaican woman and figured that out. But you took it all too deeply. So now you just hate all everything about Jamaican, them and them little job. When you're not making no changes, when you're not making no leadway, when you're not doing nothing, when you're not accomplishing anything, you know, you need to go back to your country and build up your third world. In Bex. Find a girl there here, sir. Well, him say having doctor wife now, so him alright. I wanted to talk to you about, we'll take one more call on that topic here this morning. Then I'm moving right along. Because I wanted to end this at somewhere around 10 o'clock this morning. Alright? Let me see. One of the problems answer. Live on the air with SouFLo this morning. Good morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Boy, me always say when patients are ready at the front of the line.
That's why we could have hang up long time.
Yeah, because man just can't disturb the whole topic.
Yeah. But you know,
that's why the Jamaican woman left him because
he not listen.
Yeah.
You see how much time I try to ask him one thing and me count with my finger in front of the audience, you know, so them can see and me repeat. Me ask the man, for every question asked was to ask 5 times and him still don't answer.
Well, me and say SouFLo, please accompany this man.
Right. Well, in God.
But why they find yesterday's topic? Why you call you that?
Right. I know that's what they find today.
Exactly.
True, man.
All
right. But sometimes that's how we do, you know, we go off course. So even though that was yesterday's topic, all right, listen. I try to finish up at a decent time this morning. So check this out, right? I think I go on a Jamaica I need y'all to hear about. I don't know why my Jamaican brothers are doing this, but I think, again, Jamaican woman probably have them feeling super insecure about yourself. Just a little passing information before we get into this, and this will be our topic. No, we have to talk about the Haitian brother the gang leader that they caught. Y'all might see him. Y'all might see him circulating. So there was this Haitian gang leader that got wrapped up yesterday in the ICE raids. Just for y'all to know out there, the ICE raids are super active. And if you're from a sanctuary city, that they are saying, your local government is saying, we're not going to work with Donald Trump and we'll continue to support, migrants. They're going to be flooding those cities extra. So just look out for that. They're out and about. They're everywhere. They're all in the streets. They're moving at nighttime, especially now. I saw a lot of video clips from yesterday with Fox on the move with them to see how they're doing it. And I saw a lot of people getting caught, dragged out of different places, from their jobs to houses to taken off the streets, out of vehicles, everywhere, right? Barbershop and beauty. Thank you, babe. But my wife is screaming barbershop and beauty salons. Those are some of the special places. Remember, I told you all the clubs are going to be that. So you see, no found no love go out and party and all that. If you're not too treat, don't start. You have to go low them place there for a while, right? Barbershops and beauty salons, them know sound like look good, and only like go out and party and these kind of things. Your favorite events are coming up, summer, and these kind of they're gonna be on you. They're gonna, you know which one I'm looking forward to, babe? Them are gonna surround it. Miami. Memorial Day weekend. All them Jamaican and all them Caribbean party there. Especially leading up to the big old best of the best. Best of the best is on again. And it's kind of a place where we meet up and greet up. So best of the best this year. Beres Hammond and Buju Banton is already slated to perform at Best of the Best. So for those of you who missed them in Jamaica this year at Intimate, you will get to see them if you're able to make it to the Best of the Best concert back in Miami at Bicentennial Park. Them definitely, I got Corel that. Whole weekend they're gonna be moving heavy through Miami. Miami is like, it's not a sanctuary city, but it kinda is. Because it's close to Jamaica. You don't understand how that go already, right? A whole heap of family members and friends did it. Somewhere short can hide out and these kind of things. So them are go did it. That's all. A Haitian man with a lengthy criminal record. As they arrested him yesterday, the man shouted out, "Fuck Biden." He said, "Fuck Trump. Biden forever," as he was arrested by Immigration Customs Enforcement during a deportation raid. The Trump administration has started rounding up violent, undocumented immigrants in sanctuary cities, specifically all over the country, including the alleged leader, which he is. He is an alleged leader of a Haitian gang, and they're looking for anybody who has charges like murder, rape, and all so on and so forth. He is classified as a Haitian gang leader suspected of rape and murder in Boston. The agitated Haitian migrant, who wasn't named but who has 17 recent convictions, 17, said, "I ain't going back to Haiti." That's what he said on the video. I encourage you to go watch Fox. You know, some don't normally watch Fox, but I encourage you to go watch Fox because you're going to see stuff where you probably won't see nowhere else over there. Since they are embedding themselves with these immigration officers and going on these raids, and they're showing the footages, you're going to be able to see them as they were placing him in the police car. Now, another thing I noticed that they were doing was, oh, he said, "Thank Obama for everything you did for me." I wanted to grab him by his dreads and pull him back out of the car. You big embarrassment. It's people like him that make it worse for everybody else, right? That wasn't no actor. Christine Simpson, that was not an actor. When I saw it, that's the first thing I thought. When I saw it, I said, look at them doing propaganda stuff. They purposely put that person there to say that. And then, but the things that he said was so along political lines, right? Like, this is to show everybody. I know the intent. This is to show everybody that the Obama administration, the Biden administration were protecting people like this. It's actually a person that actually exists. Just like the Jamaican guy that when them catch 7 times, them let him go. See, we're watching these videos and we're seeing these mayors of different cities and leaders of different cities are saying, I'm not going to be working with the Trump administration. We will continue to be a sanctuary city. We believe immigration is how America was built, and we don't believe in breaking up families. And then you see the guy who President Biden, not President Biden, President Trump has designated to be his immigration czar. He was talking to the guy out of California. I forgot what his name is. Stetson, I forgot what his name is. So when he said that, he said, okay, me and you are agreeing on 2 things. We're agreeing that you won't comply, and we're agreeing that you are going to prison. I don't have a problem throwing you in prison. So there's a fight going on, right? Some of these places want to remain sanctuary cities, but the way they're going to be flooded, the sanctuary cities are getting hit harder than anywhere else because they are sanctuary cities. It's not an actor. It's a person. I also saw when they were taking out some people and they would do a bust and there would be somebody else there with them. And they're running tags on everybody. Where's your proper form of identification? They caught one guy and his roommate was somebody who was deported before also and came back into the country, illegal entry. And they were like, oh, we got a 2 for 1. So once they come into your residence, right, everybody in that residence will have to identify themselves. You heard what I said? Everybody in that residence will have to identify themselves. If they have a notion that your uncle Burchard is hiding in your house and they hit your house and they actually find him, everybody else will have to run their credentials in there. That's just how it goes. They've made it known that it's a crime, even if it's your family member, to house anybody who is not in the country legally. They said they would be going after those with criminal records first. The part of the sentence you didn't get, we'll be going after everybody with criminal records first, but we'll take everybody else that comes along with it. So what ends up happening is, even if grandma just overstayed her visit here, she getting rounded up with the criminals too, with the guy that's a gang leader and that's wanted for rape and murder and everything. She going right along with him too. They're not differentiating. Crystal G says, be prepared for the high food prices. Nobody to pick the fruits and vegetables. They will be running their farm programs just the same. Jamaica just sent off a bunch of people to the U.S. to come pick whatever they came to pick at this time of the year. I don't know, tomatoes, cabbage, whatever. They'll be running that farm program just the same. But I did notice a difference in quality in the food at the grocery store. And it's been happening for like the past couple of weeks leading up to the elections and leading up to Trump winning. And then after him winning, if you go in the grocery store and you look at the tomatoes don't no longer look fresh. The tomatoes are soft, mushy. They look like people were stepping on them before. And to see the grocery store that has such a high standards now put out those kind of tomatoes for sale and big bunches of it, you know something is going on behind the scenes. So even the vegetables and fruits aren't looking that fresh anymore. You know, but yeah, we will be affected in that way. And if you have a green card, you might be deported for aiding and abetting criminal. Yes, they said that too. Okay. So what about when we talked about? Because I seen somebody yesterday in my comment section. If you're not going to take the time to go to the government website and read up on the new policies, then don't argue with me. I took the time to go and read. there is a list of deportable offenses, and the list is getting longer. Some of you are under the impression that you have citizenship here, so you're good. And the only way they can take away your citizenship is if you commit treason or if you do some outlet. How's your illegal immigrant family members now and get caught doing it and see where you end up? Do it. Please remember this, right? The fact that you were granted citizenship in this country, the United States of America reserves the right. For you, it's not a right for you to have that. It's a privilege that can be revoked at any. This is exactly what it says. It's a privilege that can be revoked at any given time without reason. All right. So far, do you have a case for that point? I'm not worried yet where I live. Amish supply, food supply. Lulu Ridges says, do I have a case for that point? A case for what point? A case for what point, Lulu? Citizenship rescinded? Oh, I don't have a case right now in a recent. Trump just came back into power, and these things are back on the books. So if they're saying that that's what they're going to do, I don't have a case yet. But give it time, there will be a case. Now, if you're asking about it happening in the past, about anybody's citizenship getting taken away in the past, there are plenty of cases. And I'll make it a point of duty to give you a couple of them. I'm not telling anybody to live in fear. Pussy, big up yourself, Pussy G. Thank you for being here. Hope all is well. Pussy G says, thank God I'm not afraid to go back to Jamaica. Yeah, and neither am I. And I'm not telling anybody to be fearful if you're good. You know, if you're not out here getting involved in anything and your papers are straight, the good side of that is you should be good. I'm speaking specifically to, because we tend to forget that what type of a community we come from or represent. You understand? And although I'm straight, there's a lot of people in my community that's not straight, that's trying to be straight. So we put this information out there so they know what time it is. If you're good, you're good. Unless you're gonna do something that make you not good. Right? Right. But Lulu, I will definitely, let me write that down. Because I will definitely give you a few cases. Just so I don't forget. I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. I'm sure I've covered this before, so I'll just go back into my history of videos I've covered, and I'll be able to find them there. Very rarely happens, SouFlo. Very rarely, but does. Philly Yard vibes. Very rarely, but does. Right. See, you don't want to be the person to be like, that can't happen to me because it very rarely happens. You end up being one of the very rarely cases. My advice also, always carry proof of citizenship, please. I carry my passport always. Again, our advice is carry some form of identification that will immediately identify your status in this country. Don't walk around no more and talk about my IDs are at the house and I'm not walking with nothing. And don't be trying to argue with these people when they corner you on the street, because when they do, it's not time for argument, and it's an argument you're not going to win on the side of the street. We putting out tips for survival. We're not forcing anybody to take anything we're saying to them. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Today was a good day. Today we took several significant public safety threats out of our communities, says ICE acting director. Unfortunately, A lot were released by sanctuary policies before we got to them. The Haitian gang leader that's wanted for rape and murder, he was released 17 times. They asked them to hold him 17 times and they let him go 17 times. And he is under the impression that he's not going back to Haiti. He's definitely going back to Haiti. If anybody make sure I go back to Haiti, then I'll make sure say him go back to Haiti. Irregardless of what. So you could thank whoever you want to thank. But I just think what he said though, it played right into the hands of who is in power now. Because they can use him as an example now and say, aha, see, listen who he's thanking. Listen how many times. Here's the paperwork. You see how many times he got released, right? They were letting people like him go out on the street amongst the people. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. But at this point, them can't take him and go on with him.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is the thing that I think you need to a lawyer how you stuff to correct some of the stuff like that.
Are you on speaker or Bluetooth?
Oh, you ever take up? What I'm saying is that some of the stuff that you're saying, you need to bring an immigration lawyer to, speak on some of those.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? For one, we have always maintained that we're not immigration lawyers, and anybody who has immigration issues need to go seek out an immigration attorney. For two, we do commentary. So I read, watch, and make comments about. Keep up abreast with current events and have discussions surrounding them. So my lines are always open. So whoever out there is an immigration attorney, this could be your moment to shine. In front of 1,900 people, just simply call in. And if there's anything that I'm saying that is out of whack, then you put it in place. I am not above learning, and I don't claim to know everything.
No, I understand. But I appreciate it.
No, that's my disclaimer. That's my disclaimer.
But you see, like that guy, Haitian guy, that you were saying, and that's in Boston. Now, I was 17 conviction.
I didn't say 17 convictions. I said he was released 17 times. There's a difference.
Right. Okay. But if he, arrested 17 times, you blame it. It's a system that needs to be blamed for him.
Right. But who was governing that system?
You understand? Because once everybody had a conviction from back in the days, any whatever class of felony they had. Once they serve the time, 99% are deported. I'm going back from
my brother
in the 890s, 2000.
Okay.
So many people got deported.
Yeah, so many got deported and so many were here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, once you get a kind of prison time, you're going to be deported.
No.
Any kind of felony.
No.
Any kind of that required.
Okay.
Any prison time.
If somebody is an attorney, please call in. Because this brother, are you an attorney? What is your area of expertise?
No, I'm just from what I read and from I know what I know.
Not everybody that committed a felony was deported over the years. Okay, listen.
Most people.
Most people.
Most.
Okay, I don't know that, so I won't say most people. But I do know that there are people in what my point of argument this morning is not even an argument, it's a statement that I made pertaining to him and pertaining to a story I released 2 days ago about the Jamaican that was held 7 times before he was finally actually held. What happened was there's a time when power changes hands. And a certain
but a lot of these immigration laws haven't changed. You don't care who's in power.
Okay, bro. All right, good. You win.
Because if someone has done heinous crime. Yeah, you have 1 and 2 and they stick to the facts.
Okay. All right.
You know, and there's a good lawyer that used to come in New York. What's his name? Back in the day, Brad Bernstein.
Okay.
I used to listen to that man show every day. I think he probably done there some stuff that one. So, you know, maybe you should link him up, bring him on your show. You know,
maybe you should link him up.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not saying. Just like you see, like how you have those 2 good ladies on the show yesterday.
No, but I'm saying maybe you should link him up.
What I'm saying like now that those 2 good ladies on your show yesterday that educate your audience about the FDAs and all that stuff.
Okay.
You know, I appreciate that. You know, but maybe it's like I said, maybe other callers could call in and probably, you know, correct some of the stuff. I don't anything that, but I'm just saying some of the immigration stuff that you would say, maybe should have an immigrant lawyer on to,
all right,
you know, educate the public. All right, boss.
All right, brother.
Yeah.
Manas. All right. That's all I have for people this 2025 here. All right. Okay, brother. Yeah. Because it seemed like y'all call in just because you want to win, right? Listen, I said sometimes now that he's off, I can talk to my audience. Sometimes power change hands. I didn't say anything about laws on books changing. Him over there argue about it doesn't matter who is in power, the laws on the books remain the same, blah, blah. Where we are go with this? Listen, the people who you see running around, some of them, because of the administration, like under the Obama administration, Obama came in and said, and by the way, President Obama deported more people than any other president in the history of doing deportations out of the United States of America, but he was also the most balanced because he did not believe that if you came here and you stayed under the radar and you worked all these years and you ended up even raising a family here, sending kids off to college here, doing all this other kind of stuff, obviously you want to be a good American citizen, right? Why not create a pathway for you to be that? There is no criminal record of you. He said some people didn't even have a traffic ticket and they've been here all 15, 20 years. He didn't believe in deporting those kinds of people. Under that there were these sanctuary cities that said, we're not working with we're not putting our local law enforcement officers to work with immigration officers. Therefore, when our police officers pull people over, they're not allowed to ask them any immigration questions. Are you straight in this country? Are you anything like that? So when immigration would ask these people, local police, hold on to these guys if you have them and notify us before you release them so we can come pick them up, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it because it came from their leaders of their city to not have any part to do with immigration. Now, under Donald Trump, your local police officers will now have to work with your immigration officers. And because of this, the catch and release stuff will not happen anymore. There are some people who are still bucking it, who are still saying, in my city, we're still going to be a sanctuary city. We're still not working with them. And that is why they said, that's okay. We'll just flood your city with ICE officers, and we're going to catch them one way or another anyways. So it's because of that why there were so many people getting caught, released, caught, released. If you can't understand why somebody was held 17 times and released, 12 times and released, 7 times and released, that's why. Right? That's all I was trying to say. Philly Yard Vibe says Trump done more enforcement for optics to please his base, SouFLo, but not necessarily more deportations. That could be true. And I won't argue that, but like I said, President Obama was the one. You can go look it up. He did the most people were deported under President Obama. And to this day, nobody has matched his numbers in how many people he has deported. But he just wasn't into just grabbing anybody and deporting them. Under Trump's administration, they're into grabbing anybody and deporting them. There is no leniency and there is no guideline that says, okay, we can't deport grandma because, you know, she didn't commit any crime. She's just trying to be close to her grandkids. That kind of, they're not doing that. She goes too. She goes too. So that's the difference between the different administrations. Right. Smoke or drink, but I could have used a spliff right now. I just have been a smoke or drink, but I could have used a spliff right now. Hear me, I say. The Haitian brother that you saw, he's not an actor. It's a real person. He's actually a well-known gang leader, and he was wanted for serious crimes. He just kept slipping through the system, just like the Jamaican dude that got caught and released the 7 times before they got him the 8th time, right? So it happens. It happens. It was just embarrassed to see him, though, say, big up to President Obama for all you did for me. All he did for you, you're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment. You call that man name. Now they can use that to their advantage. See, these are the kind of people he was letting into the country and allowing to stay here among us, kind of thing. And shout out Biden forever. Shut up and go home. And you are going home. I ain't going back to Haiti. I don't know where you think you're going, but I bet you hit Haiti for sure. You could leave Haiti after that, but you going. That's that. All right. The last one for the morning, right, is this. I was supposed to get out of here at 10. I think I'm just gonna snatch the next extra 15 minutes. A growing number of young Jamaican men this one is called Big Bucks for Horsepower. Men are paying up to $200,000 for extra horsepower. This is out of Jamaica. I know Irish moss and the linseed and the sarsaparilla and them thing that I can now work again. So they're going through extra lengths. And I think the women are getting augmentated. You know, them are the breasts and body and lips and everything. So the man them feel like them need to do something too. A growing number of young Jamaican men are reportedly shelling out around $200,000 to add some length and girth to their teely-weely. This is according to the operator of Jovara Medical Aesthetics and Wellness, Dr. Joshua Day. He's a aesthetic and anti-aging physician who has seen a steady rise and a demand for penile enhancement procedures, especially among younger men in the Jamaican population. I guess if you don't have it, because God didn't bless you with it, you can go check your doctor feet and then we'll see what he can do. This penile enlargement treatment, dubbed horsepower filler, involves injecting, yeah, I'm out of it already. I'll put on my glasses a little bit. I haven't worn these ones in a while. It involves injecting hyaluronic acid into the teely, a substance that attracts water, plumping the area up and potentially adding 1 to 2 inches in length or girth, whichever way it turns out for you. It's quite an investment, he said. Of course, you're going to say that. That's your business, right? It's quite an investment. The tubes are an investment. So we do have people coming in, and those who can afford it are getting it, says Dr. Day about the hefty price tag for this. Jamaica is ranked the 11th on the list in the world of teely-weely sizes, according to the 2024 ranking that was published by World Population Review. The average Teely size from Jamaica is 6.4 inches. Sudan heads the list at 7.07, and the DR Congo heads the list at 7.06 inches. Ecuador is hanging on with a 6.93. The Republic of Congo is a 6.28, and Ghana is a 6.81, rounding off out the top 5. This is weird. I started reading this article, but I did not know that this was this much weirdness in it. No, but it's not just the aesthetics that men are concerned about. They told the Jamaica Star that erectile dysfunction is another area of great concern among Jamaican men today. In terms of age group, he said initially it was like the men who are like between 45 and 65 years old, but now we're seeing a population of men who are much younger, as young as even 25 years old, that are having serious erectile dysfunction issues. The doctor blamed factors such as too much smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and poor dietary habits as major contributors, especially among the younger ones. Health conditions like obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure, as well as mental health challenges, many exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, are also contributing factors, Dr. Day said. Many men in Jamaica who are suffering from ED have turned to drugs to give them a lift. Dr. Day says that while those drugs have been useful, the platelet-rich plasma therapy has shown to be very effective. It is called the PRP. The PRP is natural, it's long-lasting, and it's quite effective, said Dr. Day, who offers the intervention which he calls the horsepower pack. Horsepower pack. Wow. The cost for this therapy starts at $100,000. The process involves drawing the patient's blood, spinning the blood in a centrifuge to separate the plasma, and then re-injecting the plasma into specific points on the teely-weely to improve blood flow and repair damaged tissues. It's actually addressing the root cause. Sometimes medications don't address the root cause, but PRP does by repairing damaged tissues or blood vessels. You see, whole man them a fly go down to Jamaica now. For those unable to afford the PRP therapy, some turn to herbal remedies or black market drugs. Often these have dangerous consequences. Persons are turning to herbal treatment, some of which are damaging their liver and their kidneys. People are getting drugs off the black market, and sometimes these drugs are contaminated with other serious drugs that are killing people like fentanyl and other harmful substances. So it's a serious problem. Now, despite the stigma surrounding your sexual health, he encourages the men to seek professional help if the little soldier not standing at attention. You know, the Jamaican population, we're known for our sexual power and prowess, he said. So you can just imagine a young man in his community not being able to stand at attention when it is necessary. It can be quite a shameful experience for him, especially with females talking about their friends. And you know, everything is on TikTok nowadays and social media. So yeah, it can have negative effects on the mental health of the individual once that little one stopped working. Do I hand out some advice before I kill this live here this morning? What advice can I hand out? Can me there, I don't know, I might need some help myself. What advice can I hand out? If anybody have any good advice, please give some. Yes, but the aesthetics important. So long they want it to be, just ask for a friend. LOL. We hear Karen now, she about how long them want. Karen says how long they want it to be. Just asking for a friend. We don't know enough. We don't know it, but them women here are very unrealistic. Yeah, them going to the toy store and then see something where you can plug on the ground and plug it on the wall and it long like my arm. And then they want a man to come along like Dalentito. And it's just not realistic, you know. At the end of the day, I say like this, right? What God give you, what God give you. And that's you have to go work with. Okay? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
Not too bad.
You have some good advice?
Yeah. You see, when they reach certain age like 30, they need to start getting tweaked with testosterone and progesterone. That helps them. And it has to be done by a good fertility doctor or a good urologist. I'm calling from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Testosterone and progesterone.
Yeah, just a little tweak.
Just a little tweak.
Yeah.
Kind of want to
not a lot, but over time.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
All right. All right. Well, that sounds like some sound advice. I would say talk to a urologist and hear what they have to say. I'm guessing they will have to test your testosterone levels and a natural thing we're talking about still, you know, because as you age, you know, but we can't answer for the youth them were 20 and 25 and pop down. That's a whole nother ball game right there. It's like the doctor said, you know, it could be a bunch of other different things. You're not getting enough sleep. You're worried about too much. You're not eating properly. Just a bag of things that could lead to that. But for grown men, it's, you know, that's the natural way you were designed. There would be a decline eventually. And you have to go get some maintenance done. You have to go get, me reach the age now, and me have to go get like a maintenance. You have to go get some maintenance done. SouFLo, you need to go tweak like how you over 30. Yes, it looks so. Me need to go tweak. We need to go get a little tweaking done. Like, but here, me not make nobody joke me with nothing and kill me. So as much as I don't want the little guy to die, me no want the big guy die either. So me no want dead and dead stiff. Understand? Yeah. Because some of them things here, I find it weird that you're not allowed to age. That's where I'm at with this. I find it weird that you are not allowed to age. I find it weird that people are expecting a 40-something-year-old man to go on like say my 20. You know what I mean? I find it weird that you're just not allowed to age. As soon as you start aging and your body shows signs of effects of aging, everybody want to put you upon something and diagnose you with something. Well, you know, you have to go get tweaked up. You have to go take a little bit of this and take a little bit of that. Whenever I listen to the side effects of some of them, something here where people want to know if you take. Me sit down and listen to some side effects sometimes. Watery diarrhea. Your them start, like all kind of something happen to you. Yeah, your tail is stiff, but you shit up yourself a road. Yeah, you can do it now, but your heart attack is on the way. Or there's just too many side effects. For some of them something else. Me just want age and age gracefully. You hear me? I want age gracefully. Me don't want nobody force me backwards. You reach 50, never tell you about boy, you know, have it again. I'm not supposed to have it again. I had it for a long time. Yeah? And that's where we at with that. Me not kill myself in nobody crutches. I'm not supposed to have it again. I had it for a long time and I'm good now. make somebody else go have it. And that's how we're supposed to do with it. That's why I have all them big older women here, man. Them are dead pan people operating table. Them want titty turn up stiff and breast stick out like this and nipples at attention and bottom must firm and this like that. And they're going to all these people, inject this in me, cut me this way, put that in me, take this out, suck out the fat from you, so put it around this, so this, that, and that. Mama, just eat good and exercise a little bit and just live your life here. And you will be all right. Yeah, and the woman them make the man them feel insecure, or the man them probably watch too much porn and these kind of things and feel like, say, you know, the majority of people in the porn industry, they on all kinds of stuff and they do all kinds of things. So you all watch them, I feel like you not supposed, y'all like you supposed to reach for them standards. Make them go and do what them do. To age gracefully is wonderful. Dorothy T says size does matter within reason, of course. Me not even more about that. Me tell all man like this. Wherever God bless you with, that's where you have to go work with. And there's a woman out there who will work with it. Some man never blessed with too much. No, run down the woman them will like a whole heap. That's where the problem is. And sometimes the man them will never blessed with too much, have a whole heap of material things. But the woman them will like a whole heap of teely. Then we run down them man for them material things and then break the man heart, because no matter how much him give you materially, you're still not satisfied with where him work with. But genuinely, somebody out there for you, even with where you work with, even if it look like a toops, somebody out there for you, somebody out there will wine and broke out your toops for you and happy with you and your little toops. Yeah. Tell us have to go find somebody there. So I say, SouFlo, if you had a 3 edge, you wouldn't like it at all. Says that Dorothy, how you know, say that me I work with. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. How are you?
I'm good, family. How you doing?
Very good. You see, me not doing none of that.
No.
Need to be for a long time.
What you say? All natural?
All natural. Follow me that.
That's the way to be.
That's right. No. They do nothing to my beard. Nothing.
Yeah. That's the way to be. Save your life.
I mean, save my life and smoke I ever breathe.
See?
That's it.
All right.
Okay, buddy.
All right, family.
Well, one more thing. Yesterday you guys was talking about the Haitian.
We ain't doing no yesterday topic right now. I'm actually about to end the video.
Okay, fine. I'll go back and edit it.
All right.
Okay, man. Have a nice weekend.
You too now.
Okay, bye.
All right. Listen, we're going to end this video like this morning. See? In all stages and all phases. Y'all heard me say this already before, right? Let's repeat it. In all stages and all phases of your life, love yourself. God made no mistake when you were created. You are unique in your own design. Nobody out here have you feel like, say, this not supposed to look so and that supposed to be this and this supposed to be that. Where you get or where you get. Take where you get and go enjoy your life with what you have. All right? Too much people are lose them life trying to get what is not theirs or was not given to them. That's all I have to say. Love yourself in all stages and all phases. You know, hear me say, if me reach 50 and a woman tell me about, say, how come you should him not perform like 19, 20, 25-year-old? Because me not that. Me reach this part, me reach. And me glad for reach. Maybe it's the creator telling me, say, a time to slow down thinking with your little head now and start thinking with this a big head up your son now. Maybe that's what it is. All right? With that said, enjoy yourself. Go out there. Well, it's cold everywhere in it. It's cold here in Florida too. But still go out and enjoy yourself. Surround yourself with people that love you and people that you love. All right. And if you don't have that around you, then it's okay to be alone because you can get to learn to love you. I don't know, fill up your bathtub, light some candles, read a book in the tub, or feel up yourself and get to know yourself that way. Just develop a self-love for yourself if that's what you have to do. All right. Without self-love, you can't love nobody else. With that said, have a wonderful weekend, and I will be releasing content throughout the weekend. Enjoy those content as well. And I will see you sometime soon. We might do a surprise live this weekend. Stay tuned. I'm out. My granny Miss Ruby said, if you can't be good, be careful. Mas Clevie, our husband, said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. Peace.